you doing? My name's Dave, and if your head's spinning with rotary speakers, you can call me Daveypoo, the Mobile Music Minstrel. How you doing? All right, so today I'm outside my comfort zone because I'm doing something different in a little quick sprint through Eventide's Rotary. That's right. So if there's a little noise in the background, it's because they're doing construction next door, but I thought being outside would be more fun and more interesting, so here we are, and here we're doing it. So let's jump through Rotary Speaker. I am here in 8 Matrix today, as always. I've got Neo Soul keys set up here with my little Keith McMillan keyboard. Okay, and I've also got an instance of Atom Piano Roll running here so that I can not have to use my fingers to play because I'm holding the iPad in my lap. So I did chords and single notes so that way you guys can hear the difference. So that can just play in the background. That's just Neo Soul keys dry. There's no effects on Neo Soul keys internally. I'm just running it straight through the output. So let's route it through Rotary and see what we can see. Now, if you're not familiar with Rotary speakers, you should watch my video on Secrets of the Hammond organ because I talk all about the spinning Leslie speaker and the development of it. But here's a quick history. Don Leslie invented the spinning Leslie speaker to accompany Hammond organs because a Hammond organ by itself didn't quite sound the same as a pipe organ, which it was designed to emulate when it was in a church. It sounded kind of dry. So Don Leslie decided he was going to go out and he was going to give the sound some movement the way he heard it in a church, so he developed the spinning rotary speaker. So this app is a emulation-esque of the spinning rotary speaker. I'm going to blast through the controls right here, so here we go. So first here you've got the input gain. Okay, right there. And next to the input gain, input gain is how loud it is. How loud's the incoming signal? Pretty straightforward. Next to that is mix. It mixes between the dry or completely unaffected signal and the wet, which is the completely affected signal. So you can set how much of both you want in there. If we keep going, we got rotor and horn. So on a spinning Leslie speaker, and I will insert a picture right here. On a spinning Leslie speaker, you have two parts. You have a horn on the top that spins, that gets all the high frequencies, and you have a speaker that's facing downward, and that's going through a rotor that's spinning also at a different speed. So you have two different speeds, a speed for the higher frequencies and a speed for the lower frequencies. Rotor controls the lower frequencies. Horn controls the higher frequencies. And what rotor and horn do is they set the various speeds of the two different spinning parts of the speaker. If we go next, we have the rotor horn mix. So now you're mixing between the higher frequency spin and the lower frequency spin. Then we have high cut. High cut cuts out the frequencies of the high end, so you just get the low frequencies through the effect. If we go down here, we have type. We can go standard or giant. You can have it just be kind of a regular Leslie speaker, or you can have it sound like a massive Leslie speaker that you're inside of. Keep going over. Modulation. So they have a special modulation section, and what this covers is you can add an internal LFO, or low frequency oscillator, to the controls here in Rotary. So you set the type of LFO with the source. See, and I go through here. You got sine, triangle, peak, random, ramp, square, sample and hold, and then envelope. Okay, and you can see an ASDR and ribbon. So you can see that the rate knob changes when you go to envelope. Okay, and when it goes to ribbon, it's not affected anymore because it's affected by, or it's controlled by down here, this ribbon controller. But I'll get there in a second. Over, if you keep going over, we have the tempo of the LFO can be synced to the master tempo of the host app, or it can just be done on its own. Keep going over, you have the output gain, how much of the outgoing signal is going out, and then you have a tap tempo on the top, a switch between fast and slow. Now on a Hammond organ, on a spinning Leslie speaker, they had two speeds. Fast speed and slow speed. And you can set the fast speed and the slow speed here, and you can also hold it and do break, which is turn it off entirely. And then you have the active on and off. So let's play a little and let's play with these knobs and sort of see what this does. Okay, so mix. Here's the completely dry signal. Here's the completely wet signal. Okay, I'm going to leave it completely wet for the sake of this example. Now, let's talk about rotor speed. Here's the lower horn. That's the lower frequencies at max speed, at minimum speed. Here's the upper frequencies at max speed and at low speed. So you can hear the difference. Here is the upper one at fast. And then if I switch them, it sounds set them at 2 different speeds and have them play off of each other, okay? The mix here. Okay, all of the upper horn with no speed on it. All of the lower horn with all the speed on it. High cut. Now, if you can hear that it takes away from the high end if I move that up. Now, if we go down here, you hear how it sort of increases the amount of the effect with the moving from standard to giant, as if you have a giant spinning speaker. Now, let's add some LFO here. Now, if you listen closely, you can hear now that it is speeding up and slowing down on its own. Adjust the rate at how fast it speeds up and slows down on its own. Okay? If I set it to ribbon, so what does the ribbon controller do? This thing down here. If I set this to one side, and I hit this button, and I move these controls. You see how it moves the white dot? It does on some of these. Now, if I go over here, and I hit this other side and I move it, see how now I've created a line? Now, when I move the ribbon controller across the bottom of the screen, it's going to move from the blue dot on these controls to the white dot on these controls. It allows you to morph live between 2 settings. Brilliant stuff, Eventide. Okay, and then if you look over to the left-hand side, you've got factory presets, you've got user presets, which I don't have any of. You have the save icon. You can lock the mix so that the amount of the wet and dry signal doesn't change when you flip through the presets. And then you have information here if you want help. So that's my quick sprint through Rotary Speaker. It sounds amazing. Eventide's apps are great. They're all in this same sort of form factor format here, which makes them really easy to understand, but they just sound phenomenal. I would say this doesn't sound exactly, it's not quite an emulation of a real Leslie spinning speaker. They kind of took the idea of that effect and pushed it beyond the parameters of the original mechanical device, but that means that you can do new things with it, and you can do things that were never intended to be done with a Leslie speaker, which to me makes this app all the better. So if you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please support the channel. Please go over to my Patreon page and pay me money to make more videos like this, and put comments in the thing below and tell me that you love me, and I will see you guys next time, baby. Later.